Hey there, YouTubers. Luis from Elite Towing here. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's safe and healthy. So, I wanted to do a video on the importance of documenting things, especially when it comes to towing these vehicles that we're towing. And I'm going to share with you in a bit one of the situations that we avoided with a customer who was trying to pretty much accuse us of damaging the motor in her car. So, but I'll get to that halfway through this video. So, here at my company, we utilize Towbook for our digital dispatching. And if you're not using Towbook with this day and age, with such a litigious society that we live in, you're out of your mind. You're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up for damage claims and lawsuits. So we utilize Towbook to our advantage. So all of my drivers here are instructed that we have to take a minimum of 12 pictures. 4 before we load the car, 4 with the car loaded, and 4 at the drop-off destination. Now, if there's pre-existing damage, my guys have to take pictures of that because, like I said, this day and age, people are just looking to get one over on you. So we use Towbook for the photos. We use Towbook because of the timestamps. Because if you keep all your ducks in a row, timestamps, pictures, and everything, it makes your case more solid when it comes to your insurance company involved. And if you stick to your story, because most people don't stick to their stories, they don't know the actual facts. They keep changing things. You're more likely for them to vote in favor of you. So, with that being said, I highly recommend you guys using Towbook. And yeah, I'm all decked out in Towbook stuff. That's just how I dress today. Towbook does not pay me to do these things. So, anyways, back in January, we ended up doing a call through a Gero. And it was a call that came in after 9 o'clock or something like that in the middle of the evening. And it happened to be a 2014 Dodge Journey. Now, I called the woman up and, just to get some more general information. And, I asked her, hey, are you at the Home Run gas station there off of 77? Which she said, yes, she is. And she starts to tell me that she had driven the car into a ditch up the road from the gas station, and she continued to drive it. It started to overheat, so she pulled into the gas station and then called State Farm, which Shajero then called us to go pick up the vehicle. So I relay all this information to my driver, and I tell my driver to take as many pictures as you can, get some undercarriage pictures. So he loads the car up, goes, drops it off, no issues whatsoever, puts the key in the drop box, and continues on with his evening. Well, the next day, sometime in the afternoon, the woman calls me back, and she is saying that the repair facility that we dropped the vehicle at is saying that we had left the vehicle running. Mind you, we dropped the vehicle off, actually I think it was like 3 a.m. or so. Now, 3 a.m., and the shop is trying to say that the vehicle was left running all the way till 1:30 p.m. So I tell this woman, I'm like, ma'am, that's not likely. I go, first and foremost, all of these vehicles, they have aluminum blocks. They overheat for 10 to 15 minutes. They're just going to shut off. This thing's not going to run for 8, 10, 12 hours, whatever it was. So I go, most likely what happened was a technician at this location went out, started the car, walked away from it, not knowing that the thing was there for an overheating issue. Completely forgot about it, came out, maybe the thing was smoking, he went out there, they shut it off, and that's it, done, So rather than accept the blame, they're going to blame, obviously, the tow companies, because that's always the situation. We drop these vehicles off, they lose the key in the dealership, they blame the towing company. Luckily, my driver took a bunch of pictures at the drop-off location. And I explained to the woman, we have pictures, and in the pictures, it does not show the vehicle running. It's January, it's 28 degrees out. You should see exhaust condensation coming out of the exhaust pipe, which you don't see in the pictures. And my driver had taken pictures from both angles of the rear. So I also explained to her, I go, listen, and even if my driver did, which he did not leave the vehicle on, with these modern cars and key fobs, the moment you walk away from the vehicle with the key fob in your hand, which he would have had in his hand because he's dropping it in the drop box, the car would start to honk. So I told him, ma'am, go take it up with this repair facility. I am not buying you a new engine. So a couple days later, we get an email from a Gerald about a damage claim and how they want whatever support and documentation that we have submitted. So I said, okay. I got my dispatcher. She sent all the pictures, timestamps, everything. And in one of those pictures, you saw grass in the undercarriage, which my driver got down on his knees and he took a picture of it. So it was evident she ran it into a ditch. So, we wrote a little summary and we fired it away. So the Gerald reaches back out to me, and this guy was great. This guy was fantastic to deal with. He's like, listen, man, she just sent over a $12,000 estimate for a brand new motor in this vehicle. And she's demanding either she gets a brand new motor or we have to buy her a new car. So I tell the guys, listen, go through the email and look at picture 4. And in picture 4, I explained to the guy, you can see the grass all stuffed in the lower tie bar of the radiator support and fluid underneath the vehicle. So it's evident that she obviously had hit something. And then I tell him to look at picture 5 and 6, which is the rear of the vehicle. And I explain to him what the weather was like, and you can see that there is no mist, condensation, fog coming out of the exhaust, which you definitely would have seen with the temperature being so low. And he agrees with me 110%. He's like, man, this woman's got no leg to stand on. He goes, you actually documented this pretty well. So we're going to rule in your favor and expect an email in the next few days. So lo and behold, we get an email ruling in our favor. So anyway, so we think this woman's all said and done. And weeks go by, and we end up getting an email from the Better Business Bureau, which you're going to see right now. And she's there accusing us of damaging her vehicle, and her whole story changed. She's saying that she's going down the highway and it started to overheat and it was fine until she got to the gas station, with no mention whatsoever that she ran into a ditch. Well, my dispatcher ended up responding and pretty much tore her a new one. And once again, the Better Business Bureau did not find us at fault and they closed her complaint. And this is why you guys need to document everything, because people are out there to come after us. They want to make a buck at our expense. And I'd be damned if somebody's going to make money. I will fight tooth and nail on these fraudsters that are just trying to milk us for what they can. And this day and age, you don't want any insurance claims, because there aren't many insurance carriers out there. And since this is such a high-risk industry and payouts are usually large, they are quick to drop providers. What are you going to do if they drop you as a business and you can't get on with another carrier? You're going to have to close the doors. Well, with that being said, thank you for watching. Hit like and subscribe, and be careful out there. Thanks for watching.